This is not a test. This is a 3 a.m. production.
Stay tuned. This is a little story of the boy who cried wolf. You're a liar, you're a liar. Nobody believes a liar. You're a liar, you're a liar. Even when he's telling the truth. So once upon a time in a small village, there was a little shepherd boy. He was minding his business, just doing his work, but then he thought, hey, I know something that'd be cool. So he thought he may prank his town down there in the village square. So he decided, I know a great idea. And this is what he did. He cried, wolf, wolf. A wolf is chasing the sheep. There's a wolf, there's a wolf. The wolf is chasing the sheep. So the village people heard his screams and scared, so they ran up to the hill. And once they got there, they saw no wolf was there. And they're like, hey, what's this?
What's up?
Liar, you're a liar. Nobody believes a liar. You're a liar, you're a liar. Even when you're telling the truth. So a little bit later, he thought that was fun. So he thought, hey, I'll do it again. So then he said, they may got mad, but hey, I don't care. It's just a game. Wolf, there's a wolf. A wolf is chasing the sheep. There's a wolf, there's a wolf. There's a wolf chasing the sheep. So they ran up the hill as fast as they can, ready to get it in. But once they got there, they saw nothing was there, and they're like, hey, you did it again.
What?
You're a liar. You're a liar. Nobody believes a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Even when you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
So, a little later, he was just relaxing and minding his business. But all of a sudden, out of the woods, he saw a real live wolf. So what does he do? He's scared out of his mind. His sheep are running everywhere. The only thing to do is what he did 2 times before. Again.
Oh no.
Wolf! There's a wolf! There's a wolf chasing the sheep. There's a wolf! The wolf! A wolf is chasing the sheep. So the people heard his screams and they said, he's probably just lying again. We're not going to waste our time this time. We're just going to relax and enjoy our friends.
Woo!
Little bit later, time went by and they saw the boy hadn't come down. They're like, where's the shepherd boy with our sheep? He's probably just playing around. So they climbed up the hill to see what was going on and they found no sheep in sight. And when they seen the boy, he was crying on his knees saying, real wolf came in real life.
Really?
But then they said, you lied so much, how could we know that you were telling the truth? He says, well, I had nothing to say, because liars, you don't know when they're telling the truth. You're a liar, you're a liar. Nobody believes a liar.
No.
You're a liar, you're a liar, even when you're telling the truth.